Okay.
Tip for us.
So we're just having a conversation. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, if you ask a question, I might pass you the mic because I only have two. I need to get my
Okay.
out.
You're fine.
All right. So in 3, 2, 1, can you see me?
Yes.
I cannot see me.
Do you want here? I can even
I
go.
mean, I can't see
go
my
over
phone.
more.
I just can't see the phone.
Oh, you're there. You're
Welcome back to another episode of Fully Stoked Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Stokes, and I'm here with two of my really good friends, Susan Volz, who is the owner of this beautiful Belk Mansion, and also Melinda Willison, who is the owner of Upwelling Therapeutic Services. So Melinda is just going to help us out. We're going to interview Susan today. We're actually in the music room. Is that what you call
We're
it?
in the music room.
It's absolutely stunning. You see this beautiful, is this a baby grand?
A baby grand.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. The acoustics are amazing. This place is absolutely stunning. Susan, first of all, thank you for having us out. Thank you for letting us record. Do you have any like historical facts about this room or any of the rooms really that you want to share? A little bit of history?
Sure. So let's start with the room that we're in. This is actually called the female side of the home. So when you walk into a grand home like this back in the day, it was separate, right? So you had the gentleman's side of the room over there, and then you had the female side of the room over here. So which we just turned into a music room. Yeah, yeah.
It's lovely. It is different. It's darker on that side. I don't know if that was the way it was.
Darker, the original wallpaper. Yeah, we
Yeah.
painted the ceiling green to bring out the green in the wallpaper. And it kind of goes back to the day, like where we have our grand dining room over here. And after dinner, you know, the term drawing room. So they would draw, the men would draw into the men's room and the women would over here.
Like draw?
Like they would draw into the room after dinner.
Okay. I was like, literally, they drew. I didn't know they drew. Okay. They would come into this room. Yeah, it's just beautiful. So I know that you have a question or two, don't you, Melinda?
I do. I was curious, what brought you to the Belk Mansion, its importance and significance?
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to do this in a Reader's Digest version. So I am a real estate broker by trade my whole life, 43 years. And I was down here showing property probably now maybe 20, 21 years ago. And I saw the house and I looked at it and I just heard and felt led like one day you're going to own that house. And I was like, what? And me being a woman of faith, try to walk that out a little bit, but honestly, you guys, at that time I was a little bit scared. The house was huge, needed a lot of work, and you know, some of the folks in the city were like, do it, do it, do it, we need this for the community. And I chickened out. So the thought never left my head, right? And then years later, as times change, right, and our kids are grown now, and we've all got these big houses, and we're trying to downsize or use our homes differently, right? So my daughter said, why don't you Airbnb out the basement apartment in our house? So I tried it, loved it, just absolutely loved the whole experience of it. And so at the office one day with the other girls in the office, they said, please share us with you, you know, like with us, your experience of Airbnb. We think we want to do it with our big houses. And we're like, okay. And then as we were talking, I said, you know, ladies, years ago, I saw this house and it would be the best house to do it. And they said, tell us more about it. So I did. And I said, well, do better yet. Let's try to pull it up on MLS. And I did. And I said, if that house ever came available again, I probably would walk it out in faith. You know, I'm older, more mature. My faith is just so huge now. Let's just walk it out. And I pulled it up. And there it was.
It was for sale?
It was for sale.
Oh my gosh.
It was for sale.
Wow.
And so, yep. And so they're like, you know, they kind of held my feet to the fire or whatever, however you want to say. And after hearing an elevation, right, TD Jakes came in and he preached a sermon that, you know, called you out like, I told you to do it. And so my friend said, we're going to walk it out with you. We're going to walk it out in faith and we're going to do it. Yep. And so here we are. That's your Reader's Digest version. So it was a walk of faith.
And the original family, like who used to live here, like what brought this to historical significance?
The original owners are the Belks. So this is one of the original Belk brothers. This is Dr. John Belk, and who had started the Belk department stores. So there was William Henry and John Belk. This is the doctor. He was talked into selling his medical practice and coming here to Monroe to start the Belk Brothers department store. So he married, he raised 7 daughters in this home.
Wow.
Yeah, so that lineage, that Belk name has dissipated. So most of the Belks that you do know are from the William Henry side. But the best I want to do share with you this, that the best experience that I've had, I think, in the house was 2 of the granddaughters of the 7 daughters that grew up in this house came to visit and stayed here. They had a, like a overnight little family reunion, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
It's nice to still be connected to the history of it.
It was very cool. They brought pictures and stories. It was awesome.
Love that.
So the Belk department store was just right downtown, wasn't it?
The first one. The building is still there, but the Belk, it's not there anymore.
Sure. Okay, but the building is, no, because they've knocked some things down downtown. So that's fascinating. And then we had a friend who last week was here, Beverly, and Beverly is part of the Waxhaw Women's Club, I believe it's called. And they meet in a Belk building also in Waxhaw.
Yes.
And
yes.
How are they related to those Belks?
The answer to that is yes.
Okay.
We need to talk to Tony Belk about that one, because he had that whole story going on.
Okay.
But he did explain that was more textile.
Gotcha.
And then this was the department store. So they both had firsts. I know that's a big rival between Waxhaw and Monroe, but that's really the story.
That is so
neat.
cool.
Neat connection to still have.
Yeah.
Love that.
So you came in with a lot of your friends backing you up, and I've seen, I think we sat outside at one of your events that you had. It was a flapper party. What was it called? The 20s?
The Roaring 20s party. Yes.
Could you imagine this beautiful home for a Roaring 20s party? So she had a wonderful singer. He was amazing. His voice was incredible.
That was Giovanni.
Yeah,
and then Armando.
A lady was there too. I think she
his friend. Yes, they were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. Yeah, we love to have them back.
But my dress didn't get here in time, so I didn't. But everybody else did. But your friends were helping serve. So your friends, I mean, just love you, obviously, because they have been there with you from the beginning when you bought this, and then they even serve at your events.
They do.
Right. Yeah.
It's a big community thing. I'm never really alone in here. People ask me all the time, how do you feel about being alone in there? I'm never alone. You're right. They're here to help in the yard, in the house, the events, the everything. So it's not just my house, it's everybody's house.
We're here.
We're here.
We've been here since this morning.
Yes.
I know. I enjoy being here, and it's been a really great benefit to me. The grounds, not only are the rooms beautiful, but the grounds are really beautiful, and the updates and so forth that you're making with the landscaping and so forth, it just keeps bringing it more and more literally to life.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
So with you sharing about like all of how folks just end up here and you don't find yourself alone very much, can you share with your audience a little bit more about what your vision is for this being a community hub here in Monroe?
Well, the vision, funny enough, was William Henry's vision, and I didn't realize that till I read it in a book. But really, the vision for this house is to, of course, bring the house back to life, fill the house, have affordable prices for everybody so that everyone can come all year round. And then that way we can actually get to the point where we can give back into the community. And that really was the whole entire goal for this.
I love it. And you give back to the community because our women's group meets here every Tuesday. Well, 3 out of the 4 Tuesdays a month. And she allows us to do that for free. I mean, she's not charging us. So we have decided we are going to pour into you, and we are going to push, as much as we can for your business and restoration, because you have a nonprofit also. It's not just your business, right?
We have the business or the nonprofit.
Tell us,
So the business side of it really, again, is just to offer affordable prices to keep it full. And then to get back into the community. That's that part. But what we figured was some of these repairs are astronomical. And one of my Rotary friends had said, Susan, you operate like a nonprofit. why don't you just get your nonprofit, and that will help actually support you with some of these other bigger things, like the front, maybe adding some bathrooms, getting some things fixed around here, bringing back to life, the carriage house in the back. So we did the nonprofit, and people really like that. And it is opening up more doors for us. So we're excited about that.
So as far as your business, tell us about your business. So you have an Airbnb.
Okay. I was like, what do you want to know? Which part? There's a lot going on here. So we Airbnb out the bedrooms upstairs. There's 4. One is huge. It's called the Sadie Room. And the previous owners took the 5th bedroom and then made it a big primary bathroom suite to that. So brides come in there, they use that area for many different things, whether it's just photos or getting ready for their wedding. But the cool thing is they get to come back and spend the night, here as well. And then the downstairs is a beautiful space and opening up to the porches and the back patio that we found. And our new addition is the side where we had that landscaped. We got rid of all the old stuff that was there. Again, another community project with Boy Scouts, our TC kids, the neighborhood men, everything. Put that together. So tearing down old things, building it back up with new, so people get married on that side as well. So there's just a lot, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah. So, and you're going to have maybe like events, like, I don't know, maybe Melinda might have an event here in the near future.
We're hoping Melinda does. Yeah, because the events, they're awesome. I mean, again, big or small, whether it is the wedding, we've had several weddings here, birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers, meetings. I didn't even know that there was the dairy company came in and held their all day long meeting here and teaching classes. That was amazing, just amazing. People will come in and do videos here of like music videos or just portraits or something. Right. Yeah, so it's kind of cool to see how people really use the property.
What has been is that's a lot of really fun things that it sounds like gets to happen here. What has been your best memory being part of making here?
Well, the best one, like I said, was the Belk granddaughters. That just brought it all to life, and that was just amazing, completely amazing. I think. And they're all my favorite. Let's just say that. They're all my favorite. They're all my favorite. But I think one of the first favorites was one of our neighbors got married in town at the Grand Victorian. They had their rehearsal dinner here. And the families came in from all over. So the groom's family stayed here. The bride's family stayed down the street in another Airbnb in their house. And there were just people in and out of the house for 4 days. It was amazing. Like that was so much fun because the whole house got used. There was so much laughter, great time, everything was wonderful. Yeah.
And I know we were speaking earlier, and there is an upcoming event that has been months in the work, and that's the Grand Masquerade Ball. So
Yeah.
Tell us more about that, because that sounds like something that I imagine everyone wants to come be part of.
It'll be a lot of fun. So a really cool group of people came in and helped with the nonprofit and fundraising for different events. And that's what we were doing on the nonprofit side. So the next upcoming event in October the 24th, is it?
Yes.
It will be the Bridgerton Masquerade Ball, and it'll be fun. I mean, we got a lot of cool things that might lead up to that to help along with that party. Maybe little dancing lessons, things like that. So that's going to be our next big fundraiser.
And just to sneak peek for your plans for that evening. Your favorite character?
Want me to tell you what's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character?
I guess you'll have to come and find out.
That's a great answer. You're going to have to come and find out.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If somebody wanted to come, how could they find out about the tickets? Do they need to call you or email you or what?
All right. So soon, that's a great question. Soon the advertisement will come on. I think we are going to use a platform for that, for people to buy tickets on there. We did have it before where you could pick up your tickets here. and or at another establishment. We might still do that so that y'all can come see some of the other establishments in the area, which we want to keep it all Monroe, to grow Monroe. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Great. And any other information I will put in the summary so you can check it out in the summary, and I'll include your website, your Facebook page, and Instagram and email and everything like that. So if you're interested in Airbnb here, you can find on Airbnb, or you can contact her directly and she can point you in the right direction. It is a beautiful home. Maybe do you have time to show us like one room before we wrap up?
Sure. Which room would you like to see?
Let's see. First, you got to tell us what's your favorite room.
Well, that room's not ready right now.
What about upstairs? Any other?
No, that's what I meant. The upstairs, I can show you a bedroom that's ready. The other bedroom, that's one of my favorite with the ensuite bathroom, is not ready. We had guests here, so yeah. Yeah.
You have any rapid fire questions before we walk up there?
So rapid fire questions.
Oh my gosh.
So let's start.
I'm still nervous.
Oh, nothing to be nervous about. You're my friends.
Yeah.
And so we already started with your favorite room is the suite. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Your favorite piece of history?
I'm just going to pick the Belk history now.
The biggest misconception about the Belk Mansion?
I guess that all the Belks, they're not this line of Belk, because like I said, he had all daughters. So
the name went when they got married.
Yeah, the name went when they got married. Yeah.
I know that all too well. I was the last with my maiden name. Okay. My dad had all girls.
Yeah.
And so with that, I'm curious, if these walls could talk, what story would you want to hear?
Well, I still think I'd really want to hear more of like the girls growing up in this house, because what the granddaughters talked about, that it was there was so much love in this house and so much activity. And the mother only lived here for 15 years before she passed away, and Dr. John Belk never remarried, and that he just loved his daughters and he took them everywhere. Like, they talked about how we hop in an Uber, they would hop on a ship. And then they talked about like how they, met and married their spouses and how they would travel, like one lived in Turkey because her husband was a tobacco guy. And she was the one that actually did move back home after he had passed away and raised her daughter, Mabel. And I met Mabel had a daughter, Sarah, and I met Sarah's daughter, Janet, which again, it just brings it all to life. I just want to know. I want to know everything about what they did living here. That's what I want to do.
I love that. Okay.
Now, and if there are people in the audience who want to come be part of the things that you're doing here at the Belk Mansion, what is the best way for them to get involved?
They can reach out to me. They can reach out on the Belk Mansion LLC on Facebook. They can reach out on Instagram. They can call me or, Facebook me a message. Anyways, fine.
Definitely follow her on Facebook and on Instagram, because we are posting updates with you, and she's going to have a really cool series coming up. We're going to do a tour of all the rooms, not today.
Cool.
We are going to do that.
Okay.
So
thanks for letting me know. Okay. I'll have it ready.
Let's do a little tour. Do you want to show us that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh gosh.
We don't have to do it like
this.
Oh, you're all right. We're going to look at this. Beautiful.
Oh, are we still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's our music room. And this was actually, we got this from a previous mayor, and he is from Hallowell Music. So they're a long lineage of a music store.
Look at this amazing. Okay. Is this a foyer?
This is the grand foyer. Mm-hmm. And we did learn that, from people that were actually friends with Sarah that used to live here, that the front rooms really were for entertaining, that when she came here to play as a little girl, they would go up through like the back way and up the back stairs, which we're not seeing today. I'm not ready for that. Okay. And what was I going to say about that? And then, of course, the bedroom. So we're going to look in here. This is a little funny setup because we're setting up to show people of what we have to use for events. And then this room gets used a lot as the food room. So that's what we call it sometimes too.
It looks more masculine.
It does. It does. And this beautiful tree behind you was left by the previous owner. And we know why he left it. It's very hard to move. So we give the opportunity to people to decorate it as, yeah, as he did it. Mm-hmm.
Is that
Mm-hmm.
good? Are you good, or did you want to show us more?
We can do the dining room. Yeah. Yep. We had our meeting here today. We're still meeting. This is a grand dining room in here. And I could show you one bedroom upstairs if you'd like.
Sure.
Lots of beautiful built-ins. Mm-hmm.
Love the fireplaces in each room. Every one of them's completely different and unique.
And the tile tells a different story. Yep, they were coal fireplaces, and the covers on them, I learned, are called summer plates, summer covers. So we're going to go up.
And so if someone stayed here, they could come out here. And
yeah. You can come here. I'll let you peek in that room right there if you want. That's the Mabel room. Okay. And this set of furniture, lots of donations in this house. People love to donate, and we accepted them greatly. This was one of my neighbors back in Charlotte. She donated this whole set for the Belk Mansion. Mm-hmm. And then if you want to follow me, this is the Hallie Mae room. We're going to scoot in there. We're going to close this right now.
Oh,
that's the Hallie Mae room. That one is available and open for this weekend if somebody would like to do that.
Well, thank you so much, Susan.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Thank you.